Welcome back. We will continue with the astrology series that we started last week. Until now, we did figure out which department each and every planet owns. Moving on from that, we'll learn first about the planet cabinet. Of the royal status are Sun and Moon. Mars is the army chief. Mercury is the prince. Among the ministerial planets are Jupiter or Guru and Venus. Saturn is a servant. Rahu and Ketu form the planet army. This is just like a small recap from last week. Let's talk about complexions of planets. Sun is blood red. Moon is tawny. Mars, who is not very tall, is blood red, while Mercury's hue is akin to that of a green grass. Tawny, variegated, and dark are Guru or Jupiter. Venus and Saturn in that order. Talking about deities of planets, fire or Agni, water or Varun, Subramanyam Swami, that is Lord Shiva's son, Mahavishnu, Indra, Sachi Devi, and Lord Brahma are the presiding deities of the 7 planets in their order. Gender of the planets. Mercury and Saturn are neuters. Moon and Venus are females, while Sun, Mars, and Guru are males. Primordial compounds. The Panchabhutas, space, air, fire, water, and earth are respectively governed by Guru, that is Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Venus, and Mercury. Caste of the planets. Guru and Venus are Brahmins. Sun is a royal planet, while Moon and Mercury belong to commercial community. Saturn rules the Shudras. Sattvic planets are the luminaries, and Guru, Venus, and Mercury are Rajasic, while Mars and Saturn are Tamasic. Let's now talk about the planet's description. Starting with Sun. Sun's eyes are honey-colored. He has a square body. He is of clean habits, bilious, intelligent, and has limited hair on his head. Description of Moon. Moon is very windy and phlegmatic. She is learned and has round body. She has auspicious looks and sweet speech. Is fickle-minded and very lustful. Description of Mars. Mars has blood red eyes, is fickle-minded, liberal, bilious, given to anger, and has thin waist and thin physique. Description of Mercury. Mercury is endowed with an attractive physique and the capacity to use words with many meanings. Is fond of jokes. He has a mix of all the three humors. Talking about Guru or Jupiter. Jupiter has a big body, tawny hair, and tawny eyes, is phlegmatic, intelligent, and learned in Shastras. Talking about Venus. Venus is charming, has a splendorous physique, is excellent or great in disposition, has charming eyes, is a poet, is phlegmatic and windy, and has curly hair. Talking about Saturn. Saturn has an emaciated and long physique, has tawny eyes, is windy in temperament, has big teeth, is indolent and lame, and has coarse hair. Description of Rahu and Ketu, that is the north and the south nodes. Rahu has smoky appearance with the blue mixed physique. He resides in forests and is horrible. He is windy in temperament and is intelligent. Ketu is akin to Rahu. Let's talk about the primary ingredients or the seven materials: bones, blood, marrow, skin, fat, semen, and muscles are respectively denoted by the planets Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. Abodes of the planets: temple, watery place, place of fire, sport ground, treasure house, bedroom, and filthy ground. These are respectively the abodes for the seven planets starting from Sun. Planet periods: Ayan, Muhurat, a day that consists of day and night; Ritu month, fortnight, and year. These are the periods allotted to the planets from Sun to Saturn. Taste of the planets: pungent, saline, bitter, mixed, sweet, acidulous, and astringent are respectively the tastes lauded by Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Guru, Venus, and Saturn. Let's talk about strength of the planets. Strong in the east are Mercury and Jupiter. Sun and Mars are in the south, while Saturn is the only planet that derives strength in the west. Moon and Venus are endowed with vigor when in the north. Strong during night are Moon, Mars, and Saturn, while Mercury is strong during day and night. The rest, that is Jupiter, Sun, and Venus, are strong only in the daytime. During the dark half, malefics are strong. Benefics acquire strength in the bright half of the month. Malefics and benefics are respectively strong in Dakshinayan and Uttarayan. The lords of the year, month, day, and hora, that is, hour of the planet, are stronger than the other in ascending order. Stronger than the other in ascending order are Saturn, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Moon, and Sun. Let's talk about related to trees. Sun rules strong trees, that is, the trees with stout trunks. Saturn rules useless trees. Moon rules milky trees and rubber-yielding plants. Mars, the bitter ones like lemon plants. Venus, floral plants. Guru, fruitful ones. And Mercury, fruitless ones. Other matters, Rahu rules the outcast, while Ketu governs mixed caste. Saturn, excuse me, Saturn and the nodes indicate ant hills. Rahu denotes multicolored clothes, and Ketu denotes rags. Lead and blue gem belong to Rahu and Ketu. Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Guru, Venus, and Saturn, in their order, govern red silken, white silken, red, black, saffron silken, and multicolored robes. Season of planets. Vasanta is governed by Venus. Grishma, Mars. Sharat, Moon. Hemanta, Mercury. Sorry about that. Season of the planets. Vasanta is governed by Venus. Grishma, Mars. Varsha, Moon. Sharat, Mercury. Hemanta, Guru or Jupiter. And Sisir by Saturn. Rahu and Ketu denote 8 months and 3 months respectively. Let's talk about Dhatu, Mool and Jiva divisions. Dhatu planets are Rahu, Mars, Saturn and Moon, while Sun and Venus are Mula planets. Mercury, Guru and Ketu rule Jivas. Talking about age, out of all the planets, Saturn is the eldest. He bestows maximum number of years in Nesargik Dasha. Exaltation and debilitation. For the 7 planets from Sun on, the exaltation sign are respectively Sun in Aries, Moon in Taurus, Mercury in Virgo, Saturn, Libra, Jupiter, Cancer, Venus, Pisces, and Moon in Taurus. I think I already talked about Moon. Mars in Capricorn. The deepest exaltation degrees are respectively 10, 3, 28, 15, 5, 27 and 20 in those signs. Which are the signs? Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces and Libra. So in Aries, you can think like the exaltation sign that's going to be deepest will be 10. In the case of Taurus, 3, Capricorn, 28, Virgo, 15, Cancer, 5, Pisces, 27 and 20 in Libra. And also in the 7th sign from the signs that were described above, each planet has its own debilitation. What does that mean? Say Sun is exalted in Aries, right? And exactly 7th of that, or in front of it, the 7th drashti also, which we call, lies Libra. So Sun is debilitated in Libra. Vice versa, Saturn is exalted in Libra but debilitated in Aries. Get the point? Exactly opposite to that, 7th. Additional dignities. In Leo, the first 20 degrees are Sun's Mool Trikona, while the rest is his own bhava. After the first 3 degrees of exaltation portion in Taurus, for Moon, the rest is her Mool Trikona. In the case of Mars, Mars has the first 12 degrees in Aries as Mool Trikona, with the rest becoming simply his own bhava. For Mercury in Virgo, the first 15 degrees are exaltation zone. The next 5 degrees, Mool Trikona. And the last 10 are his own bhava. What is Mool Trikona? What is own bhava? What is exaltation? We will talk about more. This is just a start, right? We'll talk about more in our coming series. But for now, just hold the hand to your heart and just initially, as a part of understanding, just listen to this. We'll go over this in detail. The first one third of Sagittarius is the Mool Trikona of Guru, while the remaining part is his own bhava. Venus, now in Libra, he divides it into two halves, keeping the first half as Mool Trikona and second half as his own bhava. Now, similar thing does Saturn in Aquarius and Sun in Leo. Talking about natural relationships. Note the sign which are second, fourth, fifth, eighth, ninth, and 12th from the Mool Trikona of a planet. The planets ruling such sign are its friends, apart from Lord of his exaltation sign. Lords other than these are its enemies. If a planet becomes its friend as well as its enemy, then it is neutral or equal. Let's talk about temporary relationships. The planets position in the second, third, fourth, 10th, 11th, or 12th from another becomes a mutual friend. Otherwise, there is an enmity. Now, this applies to Janma Kundali only. Okay, now we talked about natural relationship, temporal relationships. Let's talk about something as compound relationship. Should two planets be natural and temporarily friendly, they become extremely friendly. Friendship on one count and neutrality on another count makes them friendly, versus enmity on one count combined with affinity on the other turns into equality. Enmity and neutralship causes only enmity. Should there be enmity in both these manners, extreme enmity is obtained. Let's talk about ratio of the effects. A planet in exaltation gives full good effects, while in Mool Trikona it is bereft of its auspicious effect by one fourth. It is half beneficial in its own bhava, as beneficence is one fourth in a friendly sign. In an equal sign, one eighth of auspicious disposition is useful. The good effects are nil in debilitation or enemy scam. So, friends, that's all for today. And We'll continue this series next week, same time. Thanks for joining me.